Good morning. It's been a while, so I thought I would take a couple minutes and answer some questions. I actually have just one question this morning. It's something that I get asked a lot, and something I imagine a lot of unschoolers get asked a lot. So I thought I would take a couple minutes and talk to you about it. The question is, how do your unschooled children go to college if they so choose? What's the process look like? Are they able to get into college? Is it more difficult for them to get into college? And sort of what steps do they need to take to make that happen? So the short answer is yes, unschoolers go to college if that's what they want, and the way they do it is they find out what the school or schools they're looking at require for admission, and they do it just like anybody else, whether it's taking an SAT, taking an entrance exam, writing an essay, getting transcripts together. There are, for instance, online schools out there that will take your unschooling experiences and put that into the educational language you need to do up a transcript. There are schools that can do a high school diploma for you the same way. Kids can take their GED if that's something they want to do. They don't have to. It depends on the school. It depends on what they're wanting to do. Parents can issue diplomas. It depends on the state. It depends on the school you're wanting to go to. But getting into college is really just a matter of figuring out what it is you want to do, where you want to go, and then doing what you need to do for admission. Colleges in general sort of traditionally tend to like homeschoolers because they kind of tend to do interesting things and have a well-rounded sort of extracurricular life. Another thing that is very popular with a lot of unschoolers, a lot of young unschoolers, are going to community college when they're young, 14, 15, 16 years old. And getting some credits, and then doing that for a time, a couple years or a semester, whatever they want, and then using those credits to transfer into a larger school if that's what they want. I also want to say, because I was recently told I was being irresponsible by not sort of encouraging my kids to go to college more or to pushing them in that direction. College is one path of many, and obviously if your child wants to be, a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer or a vet, they would find a degree sort of an asset, yes, but it's one path, and not everyone wants a college degree, not everyone needs a college degree. There are many different things kids can do instead of college, and I think we have to be careful as a society that we're not overvaluing people with college degrees and sort of placing them as being more productive than people who don't have them or have or acting as though those who don't go to college are somehow less than others. There are so many different paths our kids can take, and I think as a parent what I want for my kids is not to go to college as a be-all end-all unless that's what they choose. I would support them like crazy if that's what they chose, but I want them to be happy, and I want them to be doing something that fulfills them and that contributes to society in the way they were meant to contribute to society. And we need people who are skilled in trades, and we need people who are entrepreneurs, and we need people to do all kinds of things that doesn't start with a college degree. Let me leave you with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr., who says, "If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. Thank you. See you next time.